Arnav, you can start.
Rita, I need to start.
Yes, 1 second. Let me stop the screen sharing. Yes, start, Dhruva.
A very good morning and a warm welcome to one and all present here. Hi, I am Dhruva.
Hi, I am Arnav and we represent third grade. Thank you to each and every one of you for being here with us today.
I consider it a great honor to welcome our Management Committee Administrative Head, Dr. Nupur Matre, Judicious Director Ma'am, Mrs. Soma Bhattacharya, and our revered Headmistress, Mrs. Shija Varghese.
With equal pleasure, I would also like to welcome our amazing coordinator, vivacious teachers, and my dear friends. I'm extremely delighted to welcome you all in the science exhibition. Melange!
Our judges for this competition are Mrs. Shija Varghese, Dr. Hitesh, and Ms. Rajashri. And the criteria for judgment are creativity, understanding, clarity, practical skills, and scientific thoughts.
Our exhibition's target is to encourage innovation through science among the young generation as they are the nation's future. Dr. Radhakrishnan has rightly said that science has achieved more for the emancipation of masses than the wisdom of sages. It is the only subject which has brought revolutionary change in our lives since antiquity.
So, today we will unveil the innovative creations of our children in this exhibition. Our school has always excelled in developing a scientific rational thinking in our children, which has led to this exhibition. Who can bring luxury in our lives? The answer is miracle of science. Who can relieve us from all the problems? The answer is miracle of science.
So without science, there may be no truth, no miracles, no comforts. Science is the elixir of life. I'm sure this science exhibition will both give you an interest and will shake your excitement levels. Our students from grade 3rd to 5th have prepared their best models of their abilities to implement their knowledge. Some experiments are really very simple and will surprise you.
Now try guessing a topic for 3rd grade. Well, here's a riddle for you. If you drop me, I'm sure to crack. But give me a smile and I'll always smile back. What am I?
That's a tough one.
It's a mirror.
Is that our topic, Dhruva?
No, it's air.
Seriously, Dhruva? Well, fun apart. So now I would like to welcome our first participant from grade 3rd A, Daksh.
Good morning to one and all. My name is Daksh from grade 3A. Welcome to my science lab. Here today, we will be making an air pressure water fountain without using any machine or motor. We would need an empty plastic bottle, a pair of scissors, a bent straw, a balloon, a bowl, a bottle filled with water, and a tray to avoid spilling the water. Make a hole in the bottle near the mouth using the help of scissors. Carefully place the bent straw in the hole inside the bottle. Now fill the bottle with water. We are using colored water to explain this experiment clearly. Now blow the balloon and hold the neck with your fingertips. Carefully fix the balloon on the mouth of the bottle. When you release the balloon, the water air pressure creates a wonderful little fountain. So let's see what actually happens in this experiment. When you release the tip of the balloon, the air inside the balloon is under pressure as it is squeezed by the rubber at the mouth of the bottle. When you place the inflated balloon at the top of the bottle, the air pressure becomes high. It pushes down on the water and the water comes out of the straw, making the fountain stronger. Did you know air is commonly measured using a mercury barometer? So, friends, this was a very interesting way to learn how the air has mass and has pressure. Thank you.
That was amazing demonstration, Daksh. Now let me call upon our next participant, Janvi.
Good day, friends. I am Janvi from Standard 3rd A. For this year's science exhibition on air, I will be demonstrating an experiment on air pressure. So, what is air pressure? Air keeps pushing on us all the time due to gravity. The weight of this air is known as air pressure and is measured using a barometer. Air pressure is very powerful, as the experiment will demonstrate. Here I have an empty bottle and a balloon filled with water. The balloon does not go inside the bottle. The reason being the air pressure inside the bottle and outside the bottle are the same. What we need to do is to lower the air pressure inside the bottle. So how will we do it? Well, we will use science to lower the air pressure. First, safety in any experiment, hence these goggles. I will burn this piece of paper and put it inside the bottle and see what happens. See what happens. Eureka! The balloon has dropped into the bottle. Now, how did it happen? The fire used oxygen and lowered the air pressure inside. Hence, the higher pressure rushing into the bottle pushed the balloon inside. But now the balloon does not come out. How to get it out? Think about it. We need to increase air pressure inside the bottle. I will use this straw to show how. By pushing air inside, air pressure inside the bottle becomes higher than outside. This pushed the balloon outside. Thank you.
That was really interesting, Janvi. Now let's see what our next participant has to show us. Here comes Ishan.
Hi, today I'm going to show you the egg in a bottle experiment using the concept of burning. I have taken a hard-boiled and peeled egg, a bottle, a strip of paper and some matches. First, I place the egg over the top. Notice how the egg does not fall inside the bottle. Then, I light a piece of paper and put it inside the bottle. Then, quickly put the egg over the top. The egg is dropped inside. Why does this happen? When the burning paper is inside the bottle, the air inside heats up. When you put the egg over the top, the flame goes out due to lack of oxygen and the air starts to cool down. As the air inside contracts, the air outside pushes the egg into the bottle and there you have it, the egg in the bottle. Thank you.
Wow, Ishan, that was just like magic. Let us have our next entrant.
Call out her name. She did not hear her now.
Let
You're on mute. Unmute and call out the name.
Let us have our next entrant, Mukta.
Hello everyone, myself Mukta from 3rd A. Today I'm going to talk on air.
Air is a necessary element for all of us. Humans to animals, animals to birds, and birds to plants. Everybody needs air. Today, I am having a small experiment on this. For this, I am having a glass, two candles lighted. I will put the glass on one candle. After a moment, this candle will stop lighting. See, this is lowering down. It has stopped lighting. Yes, this happened because the no air reached till this bottle and lots of carbon dioxide was there in this glass and the air is going around this candle. That's why this candle is lighting and this gets off. Conclusion for this is burning also air is required. No air, no life. Thank you.
Very nice information. Now let us zoom into Avika.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Avika Suvarna from Standard 3rd A. The aim of this experiment is to show how we can use air energy to generate electricity by using the concept of windmill or wind turbine. Moving air is known as wind. Windmill makes use of the air pressure to generate energy, which in turn helps to generate electricity. To demonstrate this idea, let us all have a look at my project. Here I have attached a motor with this propeller. The wires of the motor are connected to small LED lights. I would be using a hair dryer to make the propeller rotate. This will then rotate the motor, which will in turn produce electrical energy that will flow through the wires and light up my LED lights. So here it is. Ta-da! Can you see the light glowing, everyone? To conclude, I would like to say that wind energy is renewable, clean, and one of the most cost-effective source of energy. Wind turbines are environment friendly and can be used as alternative source of energy in place of depleting resources like fossil fuels and also help in lowering air pollution caused by these fuels. Thank you.
Wow, Avika, that was just brilliant. Now let us have our next partaker, Radha.
Hi friends, my name is Radha and today I am going to perform an experiment on properties of air. So let's see what I have. I have a bowl of hot water and a bowl of cold water. And I have an empty bottle with a balloon fitted on its mouth. So first I will put the bottle in the hot water. See, the balloon is blowing. Why? Because the air inside the bottle is expanding because it is heated. Now I will put the bottle in the cold water. Oh, see, the balloon is contracting. Why? Because the air inside the bottle is contracted. So friends, what do we learn from this? We learn that when the air expands, it is heated, it expands, and when the air is cooled,
it contracts. Thank you. That was superb, Radha. Well done, everyone. Now I would like my friend Adit from 3rd B to take over.
Thank you, Arnav and Dhruva. Now it's time to welcome our first participant from grade 3rd B, Rayanch.
Hello, my respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Yash Davisko. Today we are going to do an experiment that is it occupies space and also takes pressure. For this we need a nice bottle with no diameter in it. A balloon which is fit over the mouth of the bottle. See, like this. Now I will try to blow it. Oh, it is not blowing. Again I will try. Oops, do you know why balloon is not blowing up? Let's understand with the help of a diagram. You all know air is everywhere. In the same way, air occupies space inside the closed bottle. When we pump air inside the balloon, it exerts pressure on the air inside the bottle. So what we need to blow the balloon? It's just a hole. That's what we need. So I will try to blow it. See, it is blowing. Again I will blow. Wow, it is blowing again. When more and more air fills inside the balloon, it exerts pressure on the air inside the bottle to escape from the hole. That is why balloon can blow. I hope you understand two properties of air. That is, it occupies space and also it exerts pressure. Thank you.
Hey Rayanch, that was pretty innovative. Well done. Science is the magic that works, isn't it? Now let's zoom in and call our next participant, Adya.
Hello, friends and respected teachers. I chose to speak on the two properties of air. Air is an invisible mixture of odorless and tasteless gases that surround the earth. Now I would like to show you the experiment of air occupies space. So this is a bowl filled with water and this is a glass. I have kept a paper into the glass. Now I'm going to insert the glass into the bowl filled with water and press it hard. Now let's see if the paper in the glass is wet or dry. See, it's not wet. It's because air is made out of small particles. Since it has mass, it also has volume, and volume occupies space. Now I'm going to show you the experiment of air exerts pressure. So this is a bottle. I have kept a small paper ball on the tip of the bottle. Now I'm going to blow into the bottle. See, the paper ball did not went in. Instead, it went out. It's because when air moves around an object, it creates different kinds of pressures. Bernoulli's principle states, faster the speed, lower the air pressure, and slower the speed, higher the air pressure. Isn't it fascinating? Thank you.
That's wonderful, Adya. You just rocked. We got interesting information. Now let's learn about how air can be trapped by our next participant, Arav.
Hi friends. Hello everyone. My name is Arul John from 3rd B. Today we'll demonstrate a science experiment how air can be trapped. I have a bowl filled with water and an empty glass in my hand. So now I'm going to put the glass upside down and push it in the water. I'm finding difficulty by pushing the glass in the water. So now you can see the half glass is empty, but actually it is filled with air. So when I tilt the glass, the air transforms into bubbles and comes out. So let's see it. So guys, did you see it? This proves that the air was trapped in the glass. Thus, the air can be trapped. Do try this experiment at your home. Thank you.
Wow, wow, that's simply amazing. Hey friends, are you all ready for our next surprise, beloved? Yes, here he comes.
Hello everyone, I am Lavit Prasade. I am going to explain the working model. Hello everyone, I am Lavit Prasade. I am going to explain the working model of human respiratory system. Do you know how important is air for us? Imagine we are asked to stay underwater. We cannot survive there for more than few minutes. Our respiratory system helps us to consume air in our body. It consists of windpipe, a straw here. There are two balloon-like structures attached to it, which are called lungs. Windpipe opens into nose and mouth. There is a diaphragm at the bottom of the chest. Here another balloon is put in place of it. Here we need to understand the principle air fills the hollow space. When we pour out a glass full of water, as the water goes out, the empty space is occupied with air. When we fill the glass, as the empty space reduces and the air goes out. When we breathe in, lungs expand. Why? Because diaphragm and other muscles in our chest increase the space inside our chest. To fill in this empty space, air rushes into the lungs through the windpipe. Lungs absorb oxygen and release carbon dioxide quickly. When we breathe out, lungs contract. Why? Because diaphragm and other muscles in our chest decrease the space inside our chest. So the unwanted air is thrown out. See? Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Thank you.
Wow, Lavit, that's superb. You just explained the concept of respiratory system so well. Good job. So here comes Kartike, our last participant from grade 3rd B.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Kartike from grade 3rd B. So today I am going to show you how a holograph moves and understand the working of it. Holograph is a vehicle that travels just above the surface of water or land by producing a current of air under it to support it. We will need a CD, a plastic bottle cap with hole in it, and a balloon. Let's see how it works. So you must be wondering how this works. Hovercraft works by using air to lift the vehicle off the ground. The CD hovercraft works the same way. As the balloon deflates, the air moves to our cap and beneath the CD. The cushion of air reduces the friction between the CD and the surface and allows the hovercraft to move freely. Hope you like it, friends. Do try at home. Thank you.
It was simply amazing, isn't it, friends? We all enjoyed it a lot. Everything is theoretically impossible until it is done. So, friends, today we saw innovations and creations of children through live and working models. We appreciate the efforts of participants as well as parents for the overwhelming response. Now I would like my friend Samarjit and Jivika from grade 4 to take over.
Thank you. Good morning to one and all present here. I am Jivika from grade 4th B.
Samarjit, unmute yourself.
Hello friends, I am Samajit from grade 4th A.
Can you get the topic for 4th grade? I'm always in you, sometimes on you. I help you clean your shirt. I always fall, but I am never hurt. For me to beat the heat, I can run without any feet. What am I?
Water!
That's right, my friend. I welcome you all to the Grand Science Exhibition. And let's call our first participant from 4th A, Dhimai. Demonstrate on density of water.
Respected teachers and my dear friends, myself Dimahi. Then comes the water. The water level went up because the object had density and water. Density was discovered by the great mathematician and engineer called Archimedes. Today, we will take the facts.
Excuse me, Dhimahi. Check your audio. Your voice is not clear.
Sure.
No, not audible, Dhimahi. You can do it later.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, afterwards they will call your name. Okay, so next participant.
From another device.
Okay, fine.
Let's welcome our second participant, Vedanti. She's going to demonstrate on shape of water.
Good morning, respected principal ma'am, teachers, and all my dear friends. I am Vedanti Rakesh from 4th A on the occasion of Melbourne 21-22 presenting a science project on water. As you all are aware that water is the most common liquid on earth and nearly 3/4 of the earth's surface is covered with water and even 2/3 of our body is water. Water is one of the basic things needed for life. Since water is a liquid, it shows all the properties of liquid, namely have a definite mass, do not have a definite shape and take shape of the container. It flows and it occupies a definite space. So today I am going to show that how water takes the shape of any container and do not have a definite shape. I have mixed color into the water so that it's easy to notice the changes. Water and now I am pouring it into this container. Do you think water will keep its shape? Yes, you are right. Water will not keep its shape. And water was in this container. It took the shape of this container. And when I put it in the water, this is that water. Now, which shape it took? Yes, it took the shape of the rectangular container. This shows that water does not have its own shape and it takes shape of the container. But did the quantity of water change when I poured it from one container to another container? Yes, you are right. The quantity of water didn't change because water is a fixed quantity no matter which shape it takes. However, liquid occupies a definite space and it flows. I can prove you. As you can notice that water spreads on the board and flows away. That's why, because water is a liquid and water flows. And this also shows that water does not have its own shape and it flows.
Interesting facts, Vedanti. Let's welcome our third participant, Anvita. She's going to perform Comparison of different liquids density.
Good morning to one and all present here. I am Ms. Anvita Kunda from Standard 4A. My topic for today is density of water. Water is clearly a mystery to me. A solid, a liquid, a gas. It's all three. Is that warm and boiled and you'll see water is clearly a mystery to me. In today's experiment, I will be comparing density of water with density of other liquids. For this experiment for liquids, we will need honey, water, and vegetable oil. And for solids, we will need a coin, a plastic bottle cap, and a piece of radish. And yes, for the interesting part, we will need a weighing machine. To save time, I have already added these ingredients into a tall glass. The honey at the bottom, the water in the middle, and the vegetable oil at the top. Let's first add the coin. Ooh, as you can see, the coin passes through all the layers and sits at the very bottom of the glass. Now, let's add the radish piece. The radish piece surprisingly floats onto the water. Now, lastly, let's put the bottle cap. The bottle cap floats onto the surface of the oil. To summarize the experiment, I have made this chart, which will help you understand the relationship between density of water and density of other substances. In this experiment, I have not used milk and dishes. On the top, you can see the metal coil, which has the most dense, and on the bottom, you can see the plastic bottle cap, which has the least dense. Now, it's time for the interesting part, which is the weighing part. Let's first weigh the honey. The honey is 62 grams. Now, let's weigh water. Water is 52 grams. And lastly, let's measure the oil. So the oil is 42 grams. To conclude my experiment, I have made another chart. On this side of the chart, you can see the liquids which have more density than water, and on this side, you can see that these liquids have less density than water. Also, we can state that the density of liquid is directly proportional to the mass of the liquid. Hope you all liked my experiment and understood it. And I hope we can do the same experiment in our school's laboratory soon. Thank you.
Excellent use of weighing scale, Anvita. Let's welcome our fourth participant, Diana, who's gonna demonstrate on shape of water.
Hello everybody, this is Malik and I will all of you to this marvelous science exhibition of PPIS. So, topic for the same is water. Pretty ironic. So, to start with the basics, did you know the water is the three states of matter, solid, liquid and gas. So let's go through all three states of water quickly, shall we? So the first state of water is liquid.
go high into the sky and turn back to a liquid and converts into a cloud. This process is called condensation. And when the cloud has become very heavy and water droplets have become very big, so it is very difficult for air to hold it. So water comes back to the earth. Precipitation. And last, and pretty much sum of water gaseous state. So I would like to conclude the state of water. And I hope all of you liked it. And don't forget to save water. Saving water keeps us. Use it responsibly. Thank you.
Excellent model, Diana. Let's welcome our fifth participant, Viha. She's going to perform on filtration.
Thank you, Sivika. Hello, everyone. Yesterday, I asked my Dadima, why do you boil the water when we have an aquaguard at our home to filter the water? She smiled and said, हमारे ज़माने में we used to filter and purify the water with some unique and traditional techniques which I learned from my mother and grandmother. Today, I, Viha Mehta from grade 4th will show you some unique and traditional techniques to filter and purify the water which I learned from my Dadima. First method is using tulsi leaves and neem leaves. Soak it into the water and leave that vessel in the sunlight for 3 to 4 hours. Researchers have proved that the UV rays kills all the bacteria and impurities get settled down. That water we get after filtering it with a muslin cloth is so healthy that it can help to cure the cancer patients. Second method is using alum, popularly known as fitkari, which is easily available in the market. Only the pinch of alum is more than enough to kill all the germs, microbes, and bacteria present in the impure water. Third method is using nirmali, popularly known as clearing nut, because it purifies the water instantly. Take a vessel and rub this seeds inside it properly and fill it with some water and leave that vessel for some time. Which out of the seeds act as a natural coagulant which helps in settling the sediments present in the water. After some time, filter the water with the muslin cloth and a pure and healthy water is ready. So friends, do try these methods because these are eco-friendly and pocket-friendly also. So stay safe and stay healthy. Thank you.
Let's welcome our sixth participant, Rishikesh, who's gonna perform on density of different liquids.
Good morning, children all present here. I am Rishikesh from standard 4th. My topic is density of different liquids and objects. For this experiment, the materials required are honey, glass, colored water, hair oil, sanitizer, and solid objects, bowl, jackfruit seeds, and plastic bottle cap. So, at first, I take this glass and put the honey in this. Then I will put the colored water. So after some time, the layer will be visible. Layer will be visible to us of the green color. So now I will put the sanitizer. So we see that it floats on the water in the form of the bubbles. Now I put this hair oil. there. Now, I will put the objects. First, I'll put this jackfruit seeds. So friends, it floats on the water. Then the plastic bottle cap. Plastic bottle cap also floats on the water. The coal also floats on the water. So with this we can conclude that the honey and the honey is more dense than the water. So it goes below the water level, and the coal, oil, sanitizer, plastic bottle cap are less dense than the water. So they float on the water. Thank you.
Wow, Rishikesh! Liquid layers look magical. Let's welcome our seventh participant, Ganesh, who's gonna demonstrate on soluble and insoluble.
Hello friends, welcome to the magical world of science. I am Tanish Ganesh from 4th A, and my topic is solubility. As we all know that water is a superstar among all the liquids. Let's do a small activity to know what happens when we add different substances into water. Here I have taken some commonly used substances like sugar, salt, oil, and also for transparent glasses filled with water. Now one by one, I am going to add these substances into the glass. Give it a well stir. Let's observe. Oh, the sugar and the salt have been completely dissolved in the water, whereas the dal oil haven't dissolved in the water. The dal has settled down at the bottom of the glass, whereas the oil is floating on the surface of the water and has created a layer. Thus, the substances that dissolve in water are called soluble substances. Substances that do not dissolve in water are called insoluble substances. So friends, I hope you enjoyed this activity. Thank you.
Wonderful demonstration, Tanish. Now let's welcome Dimahi. He's going to perform on density of water.
Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. Myself, Dimahi, and today my topic is density of water. Density is a mass of a unit volume of a material substance. Means when the object was put in the water level went up because the object had density and volume. Density was discovered by the great mathematician and engineer called Archimedes. Now we will check the facts that the temperature and salinity of seawater are the major controlling factors of its density. For this, we have to take 2 glasses, common tap water, salt, and 2 lemons. First, fill the both glasses with the common tap water. Then take a lemon and put in a glass. You can see the lemon sinks in the water. Now we will take the another glass and put some salt in it. And mix it well until the salt dissolves in the water completely, which is densened in the common tap water. Then put the lemon inside it. We can see the lemon floats in the water. The density of this lemon is less than the density of water when the lemon is salty. So from this experiment, we can understand the density of water. Thank you.
Wonderful experiment, Dimahi. Now I would like to call my dear friend Samarjit from 4A.
Thank you, Jivika. Hello, friends. I would like to welcome our first participant from grade 4B, Samruddhi, who is demonstrating soluble and insoluble.
Thank you, Samarjit. Good morning, everyone. Respected principal, maths teachers, and my dear friends. Myself, Samruddhi Jadhav from 4B. Today, I'm going to show you an experiment of soluble and insoluble. Before demonstration, I will tell you what is soluble and insoluble. So, soluble means substances that dissolve in a liquid, and insoluble means substances that do not dissolve in a liquid. So now, let's start our experiment. Here, I am taking 4 glasses of water and 4 substances that are salt, sugar, talcum powder, and oil. In first glass, I will put some, second glass, I will put some curd. In third glass, I put some talcum powder, and fourth glass, I will put the oil. And I will stir the salt. Oh, salt disappeared in water. This means salt dissolves in water. So it is called soluble substance. Right. Friends, look, sugar also disappeared in water. This means sugar also dissolves in water. So it is called soluble substance. Now I will talcum powder. Look, the water's texture is cloudy. This means talcum powder does not dissolve in water. So it is called soluble substance. Now I will stir the oil. Friends, look, the oil is floating in water. This means oil do not dissolve in water. So it is called insoluble substance. So the soluble substances are salt and sugar, and insoluble substances are talcum powder and oil. Hope you understood today's concept of soluble and insoluble. Thank you.
Wow, Samruddhi, wonderful experiment. I would like to welcome our second participant from grade 4B, Kiki, who is demonstrating density of water.
Hello all. Good morning. My name is Ketki Samir Velankar. I am from Standard 4B. Today for science exhibition my topic is density. Density is the amount of mass per unit of volume. If an object is heavy, it has a high density. But if an object is light, it is less dense. Now let us do one experiment to see what is denser, oil or water. And let us see some fireworks too. So for this experiment, we need 2 transparent glasses, oil, water, and food color. Let's start the experiment. First, I will take 1 glass and then pour some water in. Now, I will take the second glass and pour some oil in. We will add few different food color drops to it. Mix it well. Now we will slowly add this mixture into the glass of the water. Let us observe what happens. Oil and water do not mix because oil is less denser than water and therefore floats on the top of the water. Food color is water-based, so it mixes with the water. When you add the food color to the oil, it will not mix. Once you add the mixture of food color and oil to the water, the food color droplets start to drop down in the water as they are heavier than oil. Once they drop into the water, they start to dissolve looking like tiny fireworks. Thank you.
Very informative demonstration, Kitty. I would like to welcome our third participant from grade 4B, Anai, who is demonstrating states of water.
Good morning, everyone. Today my topic is different states of water. We all know about three states of water, namely ice, water, and water vapor. All kinds of matter around us are made up of very small particles called molecules. Have you ever wondered why water changes its state when we boil it or freeze it? Let me explain you. When molecules are cold, they stay close together. When they heat from any source, they move further apart and become liquid. Further, if they are heated, they move further apart. Soon they are moving too quickly for their pull to hold them together. Then the water evaporates and becomes gas. Let me explain you this with an experiment. Here I have three glasses. In the first glass I have put in second ice and in third butter. Now I will pour hot water in this pan. Now you can see ice has started to melt, butter has also started to melt, but quite it hasn't melted because it didn't get that much heat that they can melt. Thank you.
Excellent explanation, Anai. I would like to welcome our fourth participant from grade 4B, Arav, who is demonstrating filtration unit stages of filtration.
Arapasad from 4th week showing you filtration project. Hey, are you all drinking water? Yes, but do you know where it comes from? I know your answer is rain, lakes, ponds, streams, rivers, etc. But all these sources are having fresh and clean water? No. This fresh water may contain diseases causing germs and impurities. So, how can we get fresh and clean drinking water to our home? By filtration process. Today I will show you how this filtration process works. First, water comes from various sources and goes for screening, where solid objects like paper, plastic, metal have been removed. After that, it gets collected into tanks where coagulants are added. Coagulants means chemicals like aluminum, salt, iron, etc. After that, it gets collected into the flocculation tank. In that tank, dirt particles stick together and become heavier because of coagulants. After that,
It enters to the sedimentation tank. In that tank, heavier dust particles settle down to the bottom of the tank and clear water enters to the filtration tank. In that tank, tiny dirt particles are being removed with the help of sand, gravel, charcoal, etc. Now, the final step arrives. That is disinfection. In that process, chemicals like chlorine is added to it to remove bacteria and other microorganisms. Now, the water is fresh, clean, pure, and ready to move to our homes. Oh, so long process. I hope you all enjoyed this filtration process that I have explained you in my simple words. Remember one thing, that value water and save water. Thank you.
Very informative model, Arav. I would like to welcome our fifth participant from grade 4B, Kavin, who is demonstrating density of water.
My dear friends, when I was younger, my elder sister always used to enthuse me by performing many magic tricks in front of me. One of my personal favorites was the one with lemons and common tap water. She used to take 2 glasses of water and drop a lemon in each glass. In one glass, the lemon used to float, while in other, it sank. Oh boy, I was so fascinated then. But now I know it is a science experiment demonstrating 2 properties of water. First is its density, and second, soluble and insoluble substances. So now I will explain you how the above phenomenon occurred. But for this, what is density? In simple words, density is the space taken by an object. Objects with more density than water will sink in water, and those with less density than water will float on water. Second concept used there is solubility. Solubility is the ability of a solute to get completely dissolved in a solvent to form a clear solution. So coming to the experiment, we add common tap water in glass and drop a lemon in it. The lemon is less density than the solution, so it will float on the solution.
Teacher, we had network issue. Excuse
Yeah,
me.
Yes, do one thing. We will announce his name later after last contestant. It is okay. After Johan.
After Johan, chalega teacher.
Yes.
Okay,
Okay.
teacher. Yeah,
Fine.
thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jivika next. Sorry. Who is anchoring? Please call next participant.
Yes, teacher. I would like to welcome our sixth participant from grade 4B, Johan, who is demonstrating space occupied by water.
Good afternoon, dear teachers and friends. Today I will do an experiment on water space. The space occupied by any object is called volume. We can measure the volume of any regular shaped object by measuring its dimensions. But how can we measure the volume of an irregular solid? This is what I am going to show you in this experiment. My aim is to measure the volume of an irregular solid. I need a glass jar filled with water on a tray, a measuring bottle, a scale, and a rock. Now I will carefully drop the irregular solid in the jar. You can see how the water is spilled from the jar into the tray. The volume of the spilled water is equal to the volume of the irregular solid. Now I will pour the displaced water from the tray into the measuring bottle.
measure the inner area of the measuring bottle and noted it down. It is 21.24 square centimeter. Now I will measure the height of the water in the measuring bottle. The height is 1.5 centimeter. Calculation. Volume of water in the measuring bottle is equal to area multiplied by height, which is 31.86 centimeter cube. Thus, we have measured the volume of an irregular solid. Thank you.
Great experiment, Johan. I would like to welcome Kavin from grade 4B.
Teachers and my dear friends. When I was younger, my elder sister always used to entertain me by performing many magic tricks in front of me. One of my personal favorites was the one with lemons and common tap water. She used to take 2 glasses of water and drop a lemon in each glass. In one glass, the lemon used to float, while in another, it sank. Oh God! I was so fascinated then. But now I have grown up, I know it is a science experiment demonstrating 2 properties of water. First is its density, and second, soluble and insoluble substances. So now I will tell you how the above phenomenon occurred. But for this, you need to know what is density. In simple words, density is the space taken by an object. Objects with more density than water will sink in water, and those with less density than water will float on water. Second concept used there is solubility. Solubility is the ability of a solute to get completely dissolved in a solvent to form a clear solution. So, coming to the experiment, we had common tap water in glass A and drop a lemon in it. The lemon has more density than thinking water. So now the magic trick is to add common salt in water in glass B, which forms a clear solution, which looks just like plain water, which confuses the observer. Now we drop a lemon in it. The lemon has less density than the solution, so it will float on the solution. So I hope you found this experiment interesting and will try out this magic trick. Thank you.
Thank you, Kavin, for sharing magic trick secret. Marvelous performance by all both A and B students. I would like to call Charvi from 5th B.
Thank you, Samajit. Good morning, one and all present here. I am Charvipada from Standard 5th A. I'd like to call our first participant from 5th A, Ashna Bhatt. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashna Bhatt. My roll number is 1. My topic is power of line. I will switch the line with the help of butter knife. Now I will switch orange and sweet line. Now I will add different colors to all the 3 lines. Now I will add baking soda and vinegar to all the 3 lines. Let's watch the volcano. See, the different level volcano reacts in all the three lines. Power of plant depends on citric acid on lemon, orange, and sweet lime. Citric acid is more in lemon than orange and sweet lime. Thank you. Wow, Ashna, I didn't know about this. Next in the line is Shriya Chavan.
Teacher, I'm sharing this. Teacher, it is not giving the permission.
Yeah, just a minute. You want to share?
Yes.
Just a minute. Yeah, Shreya, you can do one thing. You can do it later. Okay. Afterwards, we will announce your name. Okay. After fifth day, Charvi, you will announce her name. Next participant, you will announce Charvi.
Friends, do you know ginkgo biloba is one of the oldest species that is still alive? So next to go is Riya Matre.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. Friends, have you ever wondered how plants feel? To answer this question, we have to understand photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants need their own food to be able to grow and develop. In order to perform photosynthesis, plants require various elements like sunlight, carbon dioxide obtained from air and water. They also require chlorophyll, which is a green substance which all the plants have, and it's fundamental in the process of photosynthesis and it couldn't happen without it. By the way, chlorophyll is what gives a plant their green color. But how does photosynthesis take place? Look at this plant. As you can see, its roots are deeply attached to the soil, and through them the plant absorbs water and minerals. Through the stem, it goes up, reaching the leaves. Leaves have tiny pores called stomata, which absorbs carbon dioxide in the air in its surrounding. All which contains carbon dioxide, water, and minerals is known as raw seed. Now it's chlorophyll term. Chlorophyll has all the necessary ingredients for process of photosynthesis. When the sunlight falls on the plant, the process begins by transporting the raw seed into elaborated seed, which also circulates around the plant and works as their food. Plants feed to elaborated seeds, which they store it in their roots like a radish or a carrot, or in their fruit like an apple or a pear. Now we understood how plants feed or how photosynthesis takes place. But do you know how did I make this start? Let me tell you quickly. First, I took a cardboard and colored it yellow, blue, green, and brown. Then I did cutouts of sun, clouds, flower, leaves, plant, and grass. Then I colored it and pasted it on the cardboard. At last, I gave the heading as photosynthesis and labeled out my project. This is how I made my photosynthesis project. Thank you.
Marvelous, Riya. Now I would like to call Swati to show her science experiment.
Hello friends, welcome to our virtual science exhibition Melange 2021-22. The topic for standard 5th is plants and my chosen subtopic is phototropism. Have you ever noticed how plants bend towards light? How are they able to tell from which direction the light is coming from? They don't have eyes or muscles after all. This behavior exhibited by plants is called phototropism. Phototropism is a behavior by plants to grow towards light. To show phototropism in plants, I have used the most common houseplant called pothos or money plant. But first, I need to show you how it is propagated from a cutting or a part of a plant. I took the help of an elder for this. Let's watch the PPT.
Need scissors, pot for planting, glass full of water, potting soil for planting. We chose a vine that has at least 4 to 5 leaves in it so that we can have at least 2 leaves on the vine. Then trim the vine from the plant. We cut it close to the crown or head of the plant, untangled the vines and laid them out individually. We cut along the stem to create individual leaf cuttings. We left a small piece of vine attached to the bottom of leaf stem. Place the cuttings in a warm, bright spot and observe grow roots. Occasionally change the water. After a few days, the roots started to appear. See how tiny and cute these roots are. Once the roots were visible, I planted some of the cuttings in soil while waiting for the rest. Now, we will come back to my exhibit and see what happened next. The next step is building a plant-like maze. I have 2 exhibits. I took a thick cardboard box, cut a large hole at the top, and placed a divider made of paper on the opposite side to give it a maze effect. I then closed the box and kept it near the window. I kept the plant well hydrated. Let's see the results. Exhibit A. Plant has provision for light. Exhibit B. Plant does not have provision for light. Exhibit A. We see that the plant has grown towards the opening for sunlight. Interesting, isn't it? This is phototropism. Plants have a hormone called auxin that tells individual cells to reach out for light and grow longer. Exhibit B. Since the plant has not received any sunlight, it has just grown around in heaps and not in a particular direction. This is a major fact for phototropism. Earlier, it was believed that plants are sessile, meaning that they cannot move around to acquire what they need. But in the year 1880, Charles Darwin published a book, The Power of Movement in Plants, and reported his research on phototropism. With the help of 2 exhibits, I hope you all understood the concept of phototropism in plants. Thus, we can conclude that plants can see light. This is phototropism in action. Thank you.
Fantastic work, Swati. Then some of you must have known that the pineapple you eat is a berry. Next is Avniella.
Teacher, I want to share the screen.
Option is already there. You can try.
We cannot hear you, Avni.
Are you able to hear that?
No, we are not able to hear. Avni, we cannot hear you. We are not able to hear the video. Okay, Charvi, call the next participant. She will join later. I think she got disconnected.
Next in the line is Manas Chaudhary.
Thank you, Charvi. Ma'am, can you see the screen?
Yes.
Okay. Teachers and all my friends. Today my topic for the science exhibition is basic needs for plants. First, I have three containers. I have labeled them as A, B, and C. I have got some moog seeds, some soil, and a cup of water. First, I will start by putting some soil in the cup A. After that, I will at least add 5 seeds to it. Now I will do the same to the rest of the cups, namely B and C. I will add the soil and add moong beans into it. After that, I will pour
We are not able to hear Manas.
and we are not able to hear.
It's not audible. Is it audible, teachers? I'm not able to hear. I'm sorry, okay.
Yeah, it is audible.
Yeah, sorry.
Now I'm going to keep cup A in my balcony and give it water every day. I will keep cup B in my hall and water it every day. I will keep the cup C into darkness and will not give it water. Let's see what happens to them in 5 days. It has been 5 days since I have planted these plants. Can you spot the difference? I will tell you about cup A. The cup, it got sunlight and water every single day because it was in the balcony. You can see also leaves also have one green color. In cup B, it has grown but not grown really well. You can see I gave it water but it does not got any sunlight. That is why the leaves are really yellow. In cup C, it has grown but it is not growing again. I gave it only water in the first day when I planted it, but from then I have not given it water and it has not gotten even sunlight. You can see it has gone a little bit yellow and it's gone dry. I finally came to the conclusion that was the plants are just like us human beings. They need water, sunlight, air, nutrients and other substances which help them to grow. Thank you.
Fabulous manners. Friends, do you know elephant grass is 4.5 meter long, which is enough to hide a baby elephant. Next is Ayan Panse.
Good morning, teachers and friends. My topic for the science exhibition is fastest and slowest growing plants. So let's begin.
Ayan, we can't hear your video, beta.
Teacher, wait a second. Can you hear it now?
Good morning, my dear teachers, and
Yes.
my topic for the science exhibition is the fastest growing plants. I have taken some moog here and some soil. I will be going to sprout this moog in the soil and covering it with soil, and let's see what happens. I will put water in it and keep updating you all.
As you all saw my plant growing, so it is the fastest growing plant. In 10 days, it has grown much bigger than I thought. So now I will share you some information about the slowest growing plant. Fastest growing plants. Plants like radish, lettuce, spinach, spring onions, cosmos, turnip, marigold, etc. All these grow within 30 days. Plants that take more than 2 years. Plants like tree, plum, tree, apricot, etc. takes more than 2 years. Long-lasting plants. Plants like Madagascar, who dies after 100 years. Puya raimondi, it takes 80 to 150 years to grow fully. Teleport plant, it takes 30 to 80 years to grow. Banyan tree, its longest lifespan is 200 to 300 years. Here is a photo of Puya raimondi and banyan tree. Thank you.
The experiment was full of curiosity, Ayan. Next is Shreya Chavan.
Yes, teacher, can share the screen.
Shreya, you are not audible. Not audible. Judges, are you able to hear her? Please reply.
No, no, we can't hear her.
Shreya, you are not audible, beta.
Teacher, wait.
Shreya, please click on share audio. You have not clicked on that.
Teacher, clicked on that.
Shreya, take help of sound. Take help of your father.
Yes, teacher.
Till that time, we can start with other participants.
I have start share audio now.
Good morning to my respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Shreya Siok Sawan and today I am going to do a
Teacher, can you hear the video now?
Yes, yes.
Audible, audible.
science experiment on demonstration of transportation in plants. Material needed 3 glasses, water, 2 flour, any 2 different colors, scissor and spoon. First step, take a glass, fill it with water. Then add any color in it. Mix it well with the help of the spoon. Second step, take any white flower, for example, rose, champa or hibiscus. The stem should be little broader. Then put in the glass mentioned in the step. Third step, then take the rest of the 2 glasses, fill it with water. Then add any color in it. For example, I am adding red color in the second glass and blue color in the third glass. Then take a flower, cut in the middle of the stem with the help of the scissors. The first portion of the stem put in the second glass and the second portion of the stem put in third glass. Leave all the glasses for 10 to 11 hours. After 10 to 11 hours. Wow, the flower had changed its color. Do you know why the flower had changed its color? Come, I will tell you. The flower had changed its color because the water present in the stem and flower is evaporated from the leaves and flower through the openings called stomata. This process is called transpiration. When we dip the flower in the colored water, the flower will bring the water.
Anchor can announce other participants' names. She has some network issue.
Beautiful, Shreya. Good job. So, last but not the least, Avni Yalla.
Hi, This is Amni Suryanarayan Yella from grade 5th A. Today I'm going to do an experiment on plants. The experiment is, does magnetic fields affect the growth of the plants? Well, let's take a look at some pictures. But before I show you all the pictures, I'll explain the process to you all. There are two containers, container A and container B. In container A, I buried the magnet. In container B, there's no magnet. The plant in container B will grow in a natural way. Now let's take a look at the pictures. Day 1, Day 2, Day 3. Wow, the plant has turned into a sapling. Day 4, Day 5. Plant looks amazing. What do you think? Which plant grew faster, A or B? Well, the answer is A.
Striking performance of me. Well done, everybody. Now I would like to hand over to Dehuti from 5th B.
Thank you, Charvi. Good morning, everyone. I am Dehuti Dipkuma Mahajan from 5th B. I would like to call a participant from 5th B for the science exhibition. Our first participant is Hitvi Cheda.
Hello, I'm Hitvi from the 5th B. My topic is why do the leaf color changes? I will share the video.
Zoom to on kya?
Hitvi from the 5th B. My topic is why do leaf color changes in the winter? As we all know, the green color of the leaf is due to the chlorophyll. Chlorophyll also helps in the photosynthesis. But do you all know there are other pigments also, but in small quantity, like xanthophyll, carotenoid and anthocyanin. In summer, due to the more sunlight, trees make more chlorophyll. As you can see, there are some pigments, but they are covered with the chlorophyll. But in the winter, trees get ready for the shutdown and use the food that is stored in the summer. As the sunlight is less, thus the chlorophyll fades away. As you can see, there is less chlorophyll and more other pigments. Thus, we can say the chlorophyll is masking effect on the other pigments in the summer, and other pigments are reveal themselves. Also, if there is extra glucose in the leaves, it converts into the red. Now I will perform an experiment to show the leaf has many pigments. The technique uses paper chromatography. Materials need is spinach leaf, rubbing alcohol and filter paper. Let's start the experiment. Now we will add the alcohol in the spinach leaves and gently crush it and cover it and put it for the overnight.
2, 3.
Now next day, we will put the filter paper into the liquid but touching only the tip of the paper and wait for the 4 to 8 hours. After 8 hours, we wait and you can clearly see there is a green substance that is the chlorophyll, and you can see the light yellow that is xanthophyll. Observation, we can see the different color pigment trapped in the filter paper. indication of the many color pigment were present in the spinach leaf. Now conclusion of the experiment is, by mixing the leaf in the alcohol, we allow the chlorophyll to break down. This process means how the chlorophyll production in the leaf chlorophyll break down and fades, thus revealing other pigments that usually hidden. That's why the leaf color changes. Different pigments separate and stick to the filter paper in unique ways. Some pigments travel up and cause the band of the color appearing. This picture shows different pigments like chlorophyll is green in color, xanthophyll is yellow in color, carotenoids is orange in color, anthocyanin is red in color, and if the brown color is there, so leaf is dead. Thank you.
Wonderfully tweaked. Do you know bamboo is an extremely rapid growing plant? In fact, some bamboo varieties can grow almost a meter, about 3.2 feet, a single day. Our second participant is Adrika Jathan.
My dear, good morning, Principal Ma'am, teachers, and all my dear friends. I'm Advika Jathan from 5th B. Today I present an experiment on how plants prevent soil erosion. First of all, we should know that what is soil erosion. The top layer of the soil is more fertile because it contains the most organic nutrient materials, which is good for agriculture. Soil erosion is the removal of the topmost layer of the soil. The natural process caused by water, ice, snow, air, etc. Soil erosion may be a slow process that continues relatively and unnoticed. Nowadays, humans have a great influence to increase rate of soil erosion globally, cutting down the trees and plants. Now the question is that how plants prevent soil erosion? Plants and trees grow above protecting the soil erosion and meander down through the soil and become bars in the soil particle, making it hard for them to escape and get carried away by the water. Now I will explain to you experiment. I have two containers with me. One is filled with soil. It resembles plain land. In another, I have grew plants. It resembles planted land. Now let's get started with the experiment. I'm pouring water in the first container. In the first container, the soil got washed out by the water. Now let's pour water in the second container to find out what happens. In the second container, soil didn't get washed out by the water because in the second container there are rules to hold the soil tightly. But in the first container, there are no rules to hold the soil tightly. Thus, this is how plants prevent soil erosion. So increase vegetation and decrease soil erosion. Thank you.
Amazing, Adrika. Now, our next participant is Spruha Paranspray.
Hello everyone, myself Spruha Paranspray from Standard 5th B, and today I have made a very interesting thing. Guess what? It's only made up of a little soil and few plants. just like a tiny world. It's also like a small garden which can take care of itself. You are right. It's a terrarium, just like this one. Today, the terrarium which I have made is a closed terrarium and we don't need to water it much. Plants need sunlight, soil and water to live. A terrarium has soil in it and also gets sunlight because the container is transparent. But how can the terrarium get water? How does it live? The plants in a closed terrarium get water because of the water cycle. When it rains, a lot of water gets into rivers, lakes, oceans. This water right now is always in the liquid form. Then the sun evaporates some of the water and the water changes into its vapor form. This vapor will rise up high in the sky and will cool down. When it cools, it will turn into its water form again. Then this water will get collected into a cloud, and when the cloud is too full, it will burst and all the water will fall down to the rivers, lakes and oceans and also on the ground. The same thing happens in our terrarium, but on a smaller scale. The sun would warm up some of the water in the soil, which is in the terrarium, and the water will start to evaporate. Then, when the water changes into its vapor form, it will rise up, but will stay inside the container because the lid is closed. Then, the next step is condensation. Condensation means that the water which is in vapor form will turn into its water form again. And the last step, which is precipitation. Precipitation means all the water will fall down from the sides of the container to the soil again. Let's see it. You can see these tiny drops. These drops will fall down from the sides of the container to the soil again. I hope you like this amazing activity. Do try this activity at your home. It will look very attractive for a guest also. And don't forget our secret spell. Plants are great. Thank you.
Excellent, Spruha. Keep it up. Our second last participant is Shreya Savala.
Teacher, I want to share screen.
Yes, you can share.
Hello everyone, good morning. My name is Shreya Savla from grade 50 and today is our science exhibition. So my topic is plants. So I am going to explain you the process of how do plants breathe. For this experiment, I will require some materials like coins, water, leaves, a glass of bowl and sunlight. So let's get started. First, I will take a glass of water, pour it in the bowl. Now I will take the leaf and sink it. And put the coin so it cannot float. Now I will keep this bowl in the sunlight for 4 to 5 hours. After the time duration, what we will see? Yes, you can see some bubbles on leaf. That means the leaf is breathing in the sunlight through the stomata. It inhales the carbon dioxide and exhales the oxygen. This process is called breathing. Thank you.
Well done, Shreya. Friends, bananas is actually an Arabic word for fingers. Now, finally, our last participant is Ritika Srivastava.
Teacher, I'm sharing the screen.
Hello everyone, my name is Ritika Srivastava from 5th B. Today I will do an experiment and my topic is germination of seeds. First, I will explain you what is germination of seeds. The process of seeds becoming a plant is called germination of seeds. The factors necessary for germination of seeds are moisture, soil, warmth, air and sunlight. First, we will take a pot and put some soil and spread it. Then we will sprinkle some water on it. Then we will take a garlic seed and place under the soil. On second day, we will also sprinkle some water on the soil and continue this for 4 to 5 days. This is third day and we will again sprinkle some water. So the seed has started absorbing water from the soil. After few days, the baby plant has come out of the seed. We can see. This is fourth day and we will again sprinkle some water. This is fifth day. We can see that the baby plant has come out of the seed and it is green. This is sixth day and we can see that the baby plant is grown more and it is more green than fifth day. Now we will sprinkle some water again. This is seventh day and we can see the baby plant is grown more than sixth day. Now as usual, we will sprinkle some water again. This is 8th and final day of my experiment. So now we can understand how a seed become a plant in 8 days. So I hope you all understand what is germination of seed. Thank you. Have a nice day.
Awesome, Ritika. Thank you for your wonderful ideas. Now I would like to call Dr. Hitesh Karia to share his experience about the exhibition.
A very, a very good afternoon to all the students, principal ma'am, all my colleagues. First of all, I thank the principal ma'am and Bombay Presidency School to give me this opportunity to judge the science exhibition. And let me tell you, all of you kids have done a wonderful job, a wonderful job. It was really fascinating to see so many little children coming up with so many innovative ideas and performing such beautiful experiments, right? See, we all need to understand that science experiments, they promote discovery, they promote learning, and discovering new ideas is an integral part of learning science, right? See, teachers teach you science in the classroom, but the actual learning of science does not stop within the four walls of the classroom, right? Science is going beyond the classroom, doing experiments, doing research, and learning from the observations of that research. So basically, science is the study of facts, but at the same time, science is also about discovering the world around you, right? So as I told you, scientific learning does not just take place in the classroom. So for fostering scientific learning, active hands-on learning is very important, and this can be achieved only through science projects, right? So when you participate in science projects, it promotes the development of scientific thinking, right? And in a developing country like India, a lot of scientific research is required, right? So science comes as a blessing for mankind, and it makes the human life comfortable. So all you students have participated in such large numbers, and it gives me great pleasure to be a judge and be a part of this science exhibition, right? See, winning or losing doesn't make a difference. What matters is you actually participated and you did the experiment on your own, right? So all the students have performed very well, and I am really glad to be a part of this science exhibition. Thank you so much. All of the students have done a wonderful job. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your words of encouragement. Now I would like to call Karthik from 5th B for the vote of thanks.
I feel honored to propose this vote of thanks on the behalf of the primary section. With this, we come to the end of the science exhibition for class 3, 4 and 5. What an outstanding event of science exhibition it was. I would like to thank our management committee administrative head Dr. Nupur Matre, our director Madam Mrs. Soma Bhattacharya, our dear principal Madam Mrs. Sheila Varghese, and our primary coordinator Mrs. Rashmi Tiwari for their constant support and guidance. I would like to thank our loving teachers for their untiring effort. Our sincere gratitude goes out to all parents and well-wishers for your rock-solid support and encouragement in bringing out the best talent of their child. Last but not the least, I would like to thank all the students for making this event successful. Thank you.